Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And it's time, guys. It's time to pay up. And boy, do I have a good one for you today. So please, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And I'm at Irvine Park right now. They got the train coming by. It's absolutely beautiful. Great day. But guys, it's payday. It's time to pay up. So, train's brand new too. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So, couple things. City of Los Angeles. They had a rent moratorium that they extended and extended and extended and extended, and then they extended it again. Well, what happened was they finally said, hey, listen, we're going to divide up the rent into 2 payments for people. We're going to make it so that the first 18 months of the pandemic will be due on August 1st, 2023. Well, that's months from now, guys. We don't have to worry about that. Well, you have to pay 18 months of your rent on that time, on that date. So, guys, that was yesterday, okay? Yesterday was payday. Yesterday, these people had to come up with 18 months of their back rent. And what did everybody do? Well, most people didn't pay it. Most people got together and they had, groups and protests and things like that got together talking about how, hey, we need to help the unhoused. And if you don't have an extension on this, you're going to have more unhoused people. First things first, guys, I am sick of the names. I'm sick of the cute names for all this stuff. You guys had basically almost a year to save the money and knew that this due date was coming. We just don't have it, guys. We just don't have it. What are you going to do? It's time to negotiate. I always get a kick out of people that wait to the last minute and they say, it's time to negotiate. Well, okay, when are you leaving? Let's negotiate you leaving the house or you leaving the apartment. Well, no, I don't want to leave the apartment. I want to negotiate the extension of time. Well, think about this. What do you think the rent that's owed right now is? Seriously, is it $1,000? Is it $1,500? What do you think that is? What's 18 months times $1,500? What if it's $2,000? Okay, it's 36 grand right there, guys. Okay, so with this money, with this time that these people had, they just blew it off, and now they want to negotiate. So I have a problem with this for a lot of reasons, and the main thing is it gets down to all these people that were, having a difficult time during this time and just worked through it, didn't go out, didn't do anything. Think about this. You lived rent-free, guys. You had no payment. I've seen this in mortgages with the foreclosure market and with my buddy and with stuff with banks now. There are people that have not made over 40 house payments. 40. That's time to pay up, guys. We have to work a plan out or else. And then you have interest on top of that. And by the way, these people with the renters, they want the units fixed, they want the insurance, they want everything maintained in the units, and these people didn't pay rent during this time. It just gets better, okay? Now, California, what we need? We need rent control here in California. We need it to be statewide so that this never happens again. Let's hope that this never happens again. But I am telling you this right now. I know so many people that want to be out of the landlord business like you wouldn't believe as a result of this. They had such a difficult time with this that the last thing that they want to do is ever worry about somebody living in their units and collecting rent ever again. So there's that. Now, the other one, okay? Had lunch with a buddy of mine and we were talking about just everything, business and the economy. And here's the thing. People are having a difficult time paying right now. People are not paying their bills. Companies are having a difficult time collecting large orders. He's in the telecommunications business, connectivity, cabling, things like that. And everything is just a constant demand to make sure that they're going to get paid 100%. But he says, I got to show you something, because we were talking about, you know, my son getting a vehicle and all this stuff. And he showed me this. You guys have to see this, okay? This is an ad for a Toyota RAV4. And this person is selling it for $37,000. That's a 2023. That's a nice car, okay? Well, the person's video description, or in their video, in the description for the ad, okay, he put down the reason why I'm selling it is because the student loan moratorium was lifted and I have to make the payments now. So if you don't think that there are people out there that use this money to go and make student loan payments, I mean, took their student loan money and bought things with it, you're kidding yourself. The thing I get a kick out of is, what did you do with the student loan money? Didn't you get a job that made you all this money? So this person wants to get rid of this because they have to start making their student loan payments. That's insane, guys. It's absolutely fiscally, can I use the R word? Fiscally irresponsible. How about that? It's awful that these people are doing this. And nobody wants to sit there and accept that things are bad like this right now. They are. They're awful. But people go out there and they borrow this money like it's nothing. They go on vacation. They buy things. They buy big screens. They do all this stuff. And this guy bought a Toyota RAV4. And that's the only reason I'm selling this, because got to make that payment again. Well, what about your job? You went to school to make all this money. Isn't that what happened? Okay, train's coming again. No, that's not what happened, Dan. I did this and, you know, didn't make the money. I was listening to Dave Ramsey as I was driving here, and guy calls in and says, listen, my wife and I have $400 a month to save. And, you know, well, what's your debt situation? Well, we have $316,000 and it's all student loan debt. He goes, well, who's the doctor in this group? Well, I am. I'm a doctor. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, but I'm just a resident right now and I only make 50 grand a year. So he's not paying that down. So in a perfect world, this person's going to make money someday, hopefully a lot of money, and be able to pay that off. That I still think is insanity. $316,000 in student loan debt, but he's only making $15,000 as a resident right now. So where do you draw the line with this stuff, guys? When do you sit there and say it's too much? But how many people went out and borrowed this money? How many people went out and didn't pay that back rent that was due yesterday? Now here's the other thing. February 1st, 2024, the remaining months from the 42 months is due. Oh, wait a second. Let's do the time. 6 months. 6 months, guys. In 6 months, I got to pay that. You know, the idea with this is they're going to try to sit there and make it so that you won't have to worry about that between now and then, because they'll have rent control. They won't during this time, guys. They won't have it during this time. So share your thoughts on this stuff, guys, and let me know what you think about this. But this, to me, is funny that somebody bought a car and, I have to make my payments now. Okay? Now, it's embarrassing. It really is. But this, so many people went out and did this. If you don't think that people went out and borrowed money and lavishly spent on trips and decorating the house and vacations and cars, trucks, things like that, motorcycles, things like that, they did that. They did it a lot. So share your thoughts on this. But do you find this to be humorous? Because I do. I do. Now, the people that don't find this humorous, the people that are angry with me about this, you have no idea, Dan, what you're talking about, how difficult it is right now to get through this time. Well, yeah, I do. I've been there. And my friend, who is a super close friend that I've known since I was 14, he says, wow, man, your story and just how dark and how deep it went and all the stuff that people did to you and the stuff and how you absolutely lost everything and how broke you were, man, people just don't get it. Okay? But you know what I wasn't doing? I wasn't financing at my darkest day a $37,000 Toyota RAV4 car. And, okay? I get a kick out of that, guys. I really do. So my friend knew I was going to enjoy this one. And I saved the best for last, Dan. Can't wait to show it to you. Thank you. So let me know, guys. Am I wrong in thinking this right now? These poor people, are they all going to be unhoused? What? Come on, guys. How about the poor landlords right now. Seriously, you can sit there, and I've had people tell me how bad landlords are. You have mom and pops, you have individuals that saved enough money to buy a second house. And the second house now is somebody lives there and for 18, months, 42 months without paying rent. So share your thoughts on that one. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. One thing I love to look at is stats, and you guys know that. How about this stat? In the second quarter of the year, gold purchases and gold demand was up by over 20%. People wanted physical metals. You can get this too. You can get yourself an IRA or 401k that's backed by physical metals. Call Patriot Gold today, 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. Look at what JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, look at what other banks are telling us, and that is that there is going to be serious gold demand moving forward. If there is a collapse of our money and our financial system, people will turn to gold. You need to be in this now before it's too late. I love Patriot Gold Group. I'm not just a spokesman. I'm a client of theirs as well. Call them today. They will send you a free investor guide, but they have a no fee for life IRA and 401k that's absolutely amazing. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Let them know that I allegedly sent you. It's absolutely no obligation to talk to them. Use the link below or call them today. Here's a couple things globally that are huge stories that are just beginning, guys. Remember this. Construct builders out of Australia. They're going out of business. Oh, big deal. Contractor goes down. Happens all the time, Dan. No, this is different because they're a home builder. And the problem with construct builders is that they've got all these people with deposits on unfinished construction for their dream houses. And people are house poor. People are leveraged to the hilt, and they put every dime down on these houses. And now the company's down for the count. You are going to see this happen more and more and more and more. And what's happening is that this just extends to the subcontractors that are involved with the projects that didn't get paid. It extends to having people buy houses in tracts where you've got half the tract done. And you've got, the potential to have your neighbors not have their house completed. And, and it's in various stages of construction. It's absolutely awful. And this is going to happen more and more and more and more. Oh, Dan, come on. It's not that big of a deal. And no, it is, guys. It absolutely is. This had another story sent to me out of the UK, so I verify that company. But this is going to happen, guys, more and more. You're going to see this happen in such a regular basis right now. And people go out, they put down the deposits, they get the delivery date. Oh, we're a little behind right now. When are they going to frame it? When are they going to, do the electrical? Oh, they'll get to it. They're just running a little behind. You know how those inspectors are. We're dealing with that. So people were told a myriad of stories. And the stories of the inspectors being behind, stories of problems with delivery and supply issues and things like that, which was not the case. The company was just done. And again, the thing that killed this and killed this company, they say, is high interest rates. Okay? Well, gee, our interest rates are going down. The real estate market's fine right now. It's not, guys. It's not. And you haven't seen anything yet. This is the beginning of this right now. And one thing I'm looking forward to tonight is I'm having dinner with all my foreclosure buddies that are going to get together, and we're just going to sit there and they're going to tell me how everything's getting better. Oh, Dan, do we have ammo for you? So, guys, this is going to get busier and busier and busier as far as the builders that go upside down. If you're buying new construction, this is the first time that people have had the opportunity to buy new construction that was actually cheaper than buying old construction or existing resales. So again, it gets down to taxes. It gets down to paying for the units. I love, states like Texas. Hey, we don't have state income tax. But yeah, when you look at 3.5% property taxes on an average is what people are paying, It's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money right now. And if you think that that's just they're gonna flip a switch and it's gonna go down, and some of these other municipalities that have been charging people galore as far as their tax revenue is off, sales tax is off, business licenses are off. So what do? They'll just raise property taxes. That's what they're doing. Next thing is going back to work. Great study out of Fortune magazine. And again, this is globally. What you're seeing is that productivity is off by having these people come back to the office full time. Why, Dan? They're there, they're working because they're resentful. And that's the thing. That's the thing that people don't get, is that you need to have a community and a good work environment. And, some people don't want to ever go back to the office. Think about this one. Productivity, they say, could be off 40% right now because of these situations. It is anticipated that 76% of the people surveyed said that they would not work for a company that did not have a flexible schedule. In other words, if I have to be in an office all the time, I'm not interested in working for you. So those people will leave. You're going to have more and more people do that right now than ever before. This is just the beginning of that. And again, talking to my friends, talking about how they are serving the foreclosure notices on businesses now, and like they never have before, because the retail buildings, the single individual buildings for restaurants, these people are upside down. They haven't paid their rent in 42 months or their mortgage payments, and oh, don't worry, the restaurant business will come around. Prices have only gone up. Everything's completely upside down. But this is only getting worse right now. So tell me, do you guys think people are just going to go back to work and have it be a-okay, and that's not going to affect everything? It's the canary in the coal mine, guys. That's what commercial real estate is. Few things that are interesting. I've seen a lot of people have insurance claim issues when it comes to automobiles, where the insurance companies are coming back to the policyholders and saying, hey, listen, we had this issue and you need to pay this out of pocket. You need to pay that out of pocket. So much so, I've had people write me about this lately, and we never agreed to fix that. And that's separate. That has nothing to do with it. Cars that get in big accidents and the windshield's not fixed, things like that. So people are getting bills after a car has been considered total, and they're threatening to send them to collection. Take a look at that story. Next thing is, we heard about how our military is having issues with recruitment, but the Marines just said that the Marines are up. So that's good news. The Marine recruitment is up, and our young men and women are joining the Marines, and there's a great story about that below. So, so many things are happening right now when it comes to the economy, and you've got to look at how people are overcharging us in every aspect of this right now, because repair shops, auto repair shops, you're having things done for your home. People are charging extras for everything. Get it in writing. Make sure that you communicate with people. Oh, you didn't understand. We weren't going to do that. That's not included. No. People are hurting right now. When they're hurting, they start chiseling, they start charging more. They start getting very creative right now. But when you have multiple insurance companies that are talking about this, and you're getting stories like that below, and people are sending me things like this, it's time to get ready, guys, because we're seeing this at restaurants. We're seeing it with everything from auto repair, home repairs, everything right now. So be on the lookout for this stuff. This is a story that made national news that was sent to me, but it's right in our backyard. And that is a woman, Shauna Alyssa, worked for an attorney in Long Beach. You guys have seen me go to Long Beach, Naples, that area. And she's accused right now of embezzling and stealing from this old attorney who's 76 years old. She handled his personal finances and his business money, and they believe that she embezzled, to the tune of $3 million. And once again, Guys, we always talk about this. Do yourself a do a nice thing for somebody. Do a wellness check on people. Elderly people, people that don't have people in their lives. This woman took advantage of these people during the health crisis and said, hey, listen, it's too unsafe for you guys to go to the bank, so you got to let me do it. Okay. And before you know it, she's got her name, accessing accounts and drawing money and drawing, client funds and everything that she did. Read the story below that she's been accused of, but it's to the tune of $3 million, guys. It's a lot of money right now. So that's awful right now, but reach out to people, make sure that they're okay. There's a lot of people that I've been told, especially like medical issues, people are tired. People are burnt out right now dealing with everything, taking care of their partner or spouse that's sick, and they don't have children that are responsible, that are good people, that are just waiting for them to keel over and collect their money, and they're not there. So if you can be nice to these people and help these people out and not fleece them like this degenerate did, that would be great. J.D. Pritzker, the governor of Illinois, he came up with a wonderful idea. He wants to let non-citizens become police officers. So think about this. You're going to have illegal immigrants enforcing the laws of our Constitution. How is that legal, guys? How is that legal? Does that make an ounce of sense to anybody? Oh, Dan, come on, Dan, that's terrible. It's a terrible way to put it. No, it's ridiculous. That's why crime is, it's a shooting gallery there in Chicago right now. Okay, so, the Christmas tree store, everybody keeps sending me this story about how this store chain went down for the count. And it's very sad, but in early August, by the middle of this month, everything will be done with that store chain. So just a matter of time. The IRS is coming after people right now. And what their next plan is, and read this article below. Partnerships. If you have a partnership for your business, you can have the taxes go through the individuals. And what people do is partnership after partnership after partnership to do something complex to beat the government out of their money and not pay them. Well, the IRS has hired people to investigate this and to see where this leads and where this ends up. So if you're one of these people that are doing this, they're going to look for you. They're going to come for you, and they're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of money investigating this stuff to come after these partnerships for people. And just a matter of time, guys. Just a matter of time. We've heard about the 87,000 agents and the accountants and people that they've hired during this time. But you have to understand, numbers people like this, when they start looking, they know what they're looking for. And these people have set things up that have made it very difficult in the past to figure out where the actual money went and how much was earned. Not anymore, guys. They're going to go out of their way to go after you guys right now. So, pay your taxes, guys. That's all I got to say. So people right now are really at a disadvantage right now because the IRS is going to go full force against these partnerships. And if you know anybody out there, or you have an old partnership, and oh my God, the guy I was a partner with was a total scoundrel, Dan. He was awful. I've heard that over the last couple of years a lot. Well, get ready, guys, because they're going to come knocking on your door soon. Remember that. I'm going to finish this video with these last few stories. First thing is Trader Joe's, man. When it rains, it pours with Trader Joe's. And they're having real problems right now. And first things first, you've heard about all the recalls, the falafel and everything else. But latest, broccoli cheddar soup. Broccoli cheddar soup's got a bonus included, and it's bugs. So there's bugs in the broccoli cheddar soup that they're not bacon bits, guys. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so be careful. But again, I love Trader Joe's, so hopefully they get this mess cleaned up. Okay, so keep sending those stories, guys. I love it. Next thing is, some guy was in his Tesla in 115-degree heat in Arizona, and the battery went dead. And guess what? He got locked in the car. Why is it that you can't open up a Tesla door by pulling the handle and opening the door? How insane is that? Let's go get one of these cars, guys. Let's go do it today. Come on. What are you guys? Are you guys kidding yourselves with this stuff? And again, people run out of gas every day. I saw a guy today run out of gas. Couldn't help him because I was whipping down the freeway, but they were pushing the car to the side of the road. What happens with these electric vehicles? What happens when it's 115 degrees outside and you can't charge the car? What happens, guys? What happens? Oh, damn, you know, you'd have to be really stupid to get yourself down to that level. Okay. Elupolito sends me something that I made a reference how I was working on the 1985 collection of my soap collection from the hotels. And then I love hotel soap. Well, after reading the story that I have from Elupolito, I am giving away and donating all my soap because, man, oh man, people do horrific things in those soap bottles and those things that are left at the hotels. And I had no idea. None at all, guys. So, you know, it's funny. I heard horrible stories about the coffee makers in there in hotels. So I bring my own coffee maker. It's my thing. I just do it, bring my own coffee, the good stuff, and that's it. But I'm bringing my own shampoo from now on. And I'm going to be donating, you know, hundreds of them. Maybe we'll have a giveaway for the hundreds of bottles of soap, shampoos, lotions, all that stuff. But man, oh man, people are degenerates. People are sick degenerates globally. And this came out of the UK. So it's not just, oh, those people in America, they're awful. No, it's you guys too. So please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget it's time to pay up. And if you borrowed, you know, took your student loan money and bought a car or went on vacation or did anything like that, you should probably, you know, give it back. You can't give back the vacation, but you can give back the car. Okay? So share your thoughts and all this stuff, guys. Don't forget, hello at iAllegedly. Join the email list below, and I have a very cool announcement coming very shortly. Okay? I'll see you guys real soon.